What up, guys? This is Ricky from Team Project Attraction, and I want to share with you today the #1 skill that has helped me hook up and date models.
Something like a dream state, you call it a clean break. Do you feel the vibes, baby? Do you feel the vibes?
So if you want to get good with women, let's say you want to date some of the hottest girls and even models, if you want to put yourself out there, date multiple girls, have an epic dating life, instead of dating just mediocre girls and just settling for what you can get, where you just kind of end up not really happy in your dating life. You have the girl that kind of barks at you, that uses sex as a dog treat for you, and you just kind of end up unhappy. You have to stop playing it safe and make bold moves. That's the #1 skill that I could teach you to get you better with women and get you the results you actually want. So many guys are trying to play it safe, trying to reduce the amount of rejection. They're trying to look for that little thing that, you know, makes them not stand out, but makes them like just slip in, get that hot girl, and then just get out without having to put themselves out there, make mistakes, and fuck up a bit. But in the end, get the results they want by trying, toughening up, becoming better, and getting that girl. So many guys, they want to put like a little buffer so they don't get rejected. And you'll see this, the book, The Rational Male by Rollo Tomassi talks about how guys will use buffers. So like they'll use things as online dating as buffers, or maybe they'll go approach a girl, but they kind of just start indirectly and they really don't make it sexual at all. And they kind of just like, oh, so just very casual talk, you know, and they don't put any like sexual vibe in the conversation, you know, and then they get frustrated by like, why am I not getting the results I want, you know, when really they're not putting themselves out there. They're not putting, jumping outside their comfort zone and making bold moves, actually doing things that kind of shock them a bit. A lot of times if you see like some of the Tinder posts I put, different conversations I have with girls, you'll notice that like a lot of them are shocking, and you know, and I'll say things like, "Oh yeah, you'll never guess what happened today," you know, and they'll be like, the girl will be like, "What?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I just got caught cheating on my girlfriend again today," and just shit like that. And guys will read this and be like, "Oh, like you can't say that. Like, why would you say that? That's not gentlemanly. That's not what's going to attract the girl." But really, you'll see the responses and the girls will start laughing at it, or they'll be like, "What?" And then I'll be like, "Oh, I'm just kidding," and I'll continue on the conversation. And later on, they'll want to hang out. And it's shocking to these guys, like, that's not how you should speak to a lady. Really, you got to understand what you're doing is you're trying to play things safe. You don't want people to dislike you. Guys are trying so hard to make everyone like them that they just settle for mediocrity. You know, and how pathetic is that? Really, the guys on Team Project Attraction, most likely you that is watching this, you want more for your life. You want the best. You want to date the hottest girls. You want to date model-esque girls. And to do that, you're going to have some people not like you. You're going to have some people that hate you, you know. But really, you realize that a lot of people that are great in this world have a lot of haters. And you have to ignore that. You have to stop giving a fuck about that and make bold moves and go for what you actually want. No one is going to give it to you. No one is going to be like, "Oh, he played it safe. He said all the nice rules. He did everything society tells him. Here's the best that we can offer you." That is never going to happen. You got to realize that you have to go for it. And on the way, you're going to piss some people off. But know that the people that truly like you are going to be there for you. They're going to love you no matter what. No matter if you say something that's a little off the wall, or if you say a cuss word or whatnot. So a few ways you can actually do this and start taking bold action and actually putting yourself out there as a man, you know, and not giving a fuck about the rejection, but if the rejection comes, taking it like a man, is saying what you actually feel, fully expressing yourself and putting yourself out there. So for an example, the other night I went out with some buddies and we were talking with girls and whatnot, and I actually really didn't want to be out. I started talking to this one girl my buddy brought, and she's like, "Oh, how are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, actually not good." I'm like, "I don't feel like talking to girls tonight." And she's like, "Whoa, why is that?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm not horny." She's like, "You're not horny?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I feel there's no like no dick there, you know, to really talk to." I'm like, "It feels weird." I'm like, "I don't know. It feels weird to kind of go up to a girl and be like, 'Hi, would you like to have an intellectual conversation?'" I was like, that doesn't really make sense for me as far as attraction goes. And she just started laughing, and it kind of got raw and edgy. And I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, it was for a good reason." I was telling her how I'm like, yeah, I had sex 6 times last night. It was a lot of fun. The girl's great. And she just started eating it up. She started loving it. Now, why is that? You know, if you think about that conversation, you're like, what? You told her that you were having sex with another girl? That's not very gentlemanly. How could you say something like that? But really, why it was so attractive and why she was laughing and vibing with me is because I was genuinely putting myself out there. I wasn't trying to be socially correct or not offend anyone. I was fully expressing myself. And because of that, that was me being genuine, and she could see that. It wasn't me trying to fit into a social norm to try to be liked. So really, when you go out, really fully express yourself and put yourself out there. And even if it does get you rejected, because you should rather be wanting to be genuine with what you're saying compared to saying stuff that are going to make people like you and being disingenuous. All right, so I hope that helps. Leave your comments and questions down below, and I will see you next time. Peace.